Hi guys, it's you again.
And this is a commentary, a new one, after a long time not doing anything on the channel, that is. And we've got a bit more of a serious topic than usual, and it's basically about tips for people who are completely new to Call of Duty or first-person shooters in general. So, because a lot of people have joined in after the release of Modern Warfare 3, Battlefield 3, which we have got and we will be doing, and you've probably got some Modern Warfare 3 gameplay on the screen at the moment, but we don't know because we haven't actually got it yet.
Well, I would imagine it will.
Yes, it will be Modern Warfare 3 gameplay. But
which, by the way, we think is pretty damn awesome.
yeah, we don't know what it is, but we do.
Well, I'm talking about the game really, Modern Warfare 3.
Oh right, yeah, the game is, yeah.
Pretty damn good. Seems to be very polished and...
Few little things, but nothing to worry about.
Type 95.
That was the worst cough I did. Anyway, so yeah, just mention quickly, we are sorry about the lack of videos, but we really haven't known what to upload, and we haven't had really a chance to do much. So if you have any suggestions of what you want us to, what sort of videos you want, any series, is that the word? Series. Anyway, if you have any ideas for them, then please leave them in the comments, because we really are kind of out of ideas at the moment.
And we were thinking of doing a kind of, well, if you're from England, I'm not sure if they have an American equivalent, but in England at the moment there's I'm a Celebrity on, so we're thinking of doing like a...
Yeah, kind of a parody of that.
Yeah, I'm a Call of Duty player.
We have got a few things, I suppose, haven't we?
Yeah, we've got a few.
Don't want to reveal anything,
No.
but we have got a few things, we just haven't got round to doing them because we've got GCSEs and boring stuff like that, but has to get done in the end, doesn't it? Has to come above Call of Duty. Anyway, right, so on to the topic. I did mention the topic, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Right, so first of all, tips for new COD players. So you don't have to be the best. This is talking specifically to the, you, the person who's listening to this, who's new to Call of Duty. You don't have to be the best. It's not like a requirement. Nobody's going to care if you're bad.
You don't have to be at the top of the leaderboard. So
no, it's not.
Don't rage if that Bluffinator 36 beat you.
Or Radioactive 1997. Anyway.
Yeah, because if you do start to care about things like that, or if you start to care about that man who goes, we're losing. Start fighting or something like that. Don't listen to him because he's a dickhead, really. He just
yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking exactly the same.
He's just trying to
he's annoying.
Induce rage.
But anyway, just try and have fun with it, because at the start of the game, that's when it's easiest to have fun. Seriously, when you don't have any expectations. You don't expect to be, at least you don't expect to have a certain amount of kills in the game, so you're happy with what you get. So it's very easy to have a lot more fun when you're playing this, so just try not to take yourself too seriously or the game too seriously, and just get on with that, and you will improve if you do that. You will get better, just
practice. Yeah. You need to remember that the game is actually
a game.
Yeah, it's a game, and games are... Wait, should I just look up the definition of game on the internet?
You've done this before.
What? Did I actually look up
you've actually looked up the definition of game, I think, in the commentary before. Okay. Oh, we're on Yahoo, great.
Oh, great, I hate Yahoo. Why is it Yahoo?
Why do you always Google stuff?
Well, basically, what I'm trying to say is that games are really meant to be fun. And I'm just going to type it in now.
It's not going to say it now. I bet you it won't say it.
A form of play or sport... That's why it doesn't help. Competitive one. Great.
Oh, great. Why did you do this? You're ruining it.
Okay, basically it's meant to be fun. That's why they make it. They don't make it so that
you can get annoyed at it. Unless, of course, you're like MLG.
Yeah, well then if you are MLG, you probably shouldn't be watching this.
Yeah, that's true. Turn it off now.
Unless you're like a prodigy.
Like the video first. Anyway. Right.
Let's go back, shall we? There we go.
Yeah, so let's actually look at this. So that brings us on to our second point, or it did before you Googled. Okay. Perseverance. You're going to go through phases of being good at it and being bad at it. It's just a fact of how it works. You always will. Personally, another point is sometimes there'll be tiny little sections. Sometimes it'll be like 20 minutes you'll be doing amazingly for, and then the next 20 minutes you'll be doing awful. But sometimes it can last for weeks and months even, where you just you can't seem to get anywhere. And the best thing to do in those, I think, is just take a break from it, really. That tends to help a lot, I find, personally.
And also, if you do have a big, like, a period of not playing at all, then you can expect when you come back on that your accuracy will be completely dreadful.
Yeah, but
mine is anyway, but
yeah.
you didn't need to say yeah.
No, I didn't mean to agree with that. I thought you were saying something else. Never mind.
Yes,
I thought you were going somewhere else with that point.
Yeah, so don't go, like, start raging that I can't hit him.
But usually if you come back on, you'll have a lot more fun because you've been looking forward to it and you haven't been able to for whatever reason, or so you'll appreciate it a lot more, I think you could say.
Another good point actually is to find your sensitivity.
Yeah, play around with your sensitivity a lot.
Because if you're a sniper, then it tends to be, you tend to want to have a lower sensitivity. So
sensitivity? Higher
yeah,
if you're a sniper.
so you can get the accuracy.
Well, most snipers
if you're
high sensitivities. Well, yeah, if you're
quick scoping,
if you're a traditional sniper, you could say.
Yeah, if you're a proper sniper.
Not that quick scoping isn't proper. Well, it isn't proper sniping.
It isn't proper sniping.
It doesn't make you any less of a sniper.
Because I would have thought sniping is. Wait, what's the definition of sniping?
Oh my goodness!
Seriously,
stop googling stuff.
Is sniping to use a sniper rifle, or is sniping to actually?
I would think it would just be used to use a sniper rifle.
Shoot at somebody from a hiding place. So at a long range.
Yeah.
Or it's also make a sly or petty verbal attack, i.e. the brothers sniped at each other.
So I suppose technically it's not sniping, but you know, if you're quickscoping and you wanted to go higher, back to the point. If you're quickscoping, you don't want to have a high sensitivity, though. I don't know, maybe you're the exception. Or if you want to use an assault rifle, then you're probably going to go around at most a 4 sensitivity, I think, is the general.
But we can't really advise you because
we're mainly snipers, yeah.
Yeah, and also it's just whatever suits you. It depends if you've got good reactions.
There's no point asking a lot of people do ask the really good players what sensitivity they play on, but really it doesn't matter. It's your personal preference, yeah, to what you want to, how quickly you want to be able to turn around. It's like personally I prefer high sensitivity, but some people prefer lower ones. It's completely your preference on the subject. So yeah, so perseverance, we've gone through that. Challenge yourself. So
not so much when you just start playing.
Yeah, not right at the start. This isn't. So at the start, just get used to it. But if you don't challenge yourself by using different guns when you're playing, or I don't know, running different kill streaks or perks or whatever, I don't know, then you won't get better. You'll get to a certain level,
you'll get to a point
just
where you just. Because if you say you're using your stupid little Type 95
constantly,
and then you run out of ammo in that, then. And you don't have the skill to use anything else, then you're pooped.
Yeah, and you're going to be able to, you know, if you want to go for the really high kill streaks, obviously you're not going to be doing this at the start, but this is more something if you learn now, then you'll be able to do it later. If you're going for like a high thing, like a Moab or Mother of All Bombs or Massive Ordnance Air Blast, I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're going for one of them, then you're not going to be able to keep one gun for most of it. I wouldn't think. You might be able to if you're particularly conservative of your ammo,
or on a really good connection.
Yeah, it's true. But yeah, so don't use the same guns, because if you're always using the Type 95, like we said, then you're always going to be a very defensive player. You're not going to be able to rush, not going to be able to get all those kills from. Well, you can, yes, but
with that gun.
Yeah, you can. That's true.
Also, another good point is learning the maps, because
that is one of the most important things.
Yes,
I'd say.
If you know the maps well, and you know all the different spots and all the different line of sight and points where you can travel and things like that, and where the big areas are.
Those things don't matter so much right when you're starting, but more just the basic idea of where everything is, where the enemies are, is one of the most important things.
Even if you have to go in a private match and just run around.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Even though you might find it a bit boring, it will improve your game a lot.
Alternatively, you could just learn maps by
running around and
rushing around. But if you are new, then you sometimes tend to be quite defensive.
Yeah, and of course if you're in Modern Warfare 3, if this is a game that this applies to you about, then you can go in survival mode, because all the online maps are on there, and you can run around in those with a bit easier enemies, and you can, you know, it's a lot easier, and you can find out where the main choke points, where all the enemies go to.
Or just rush around online.
Yeah, or rush around online, it depends on what you want to do. So, and then we thought we'd just give you a bit of a class which you can use right from the start. Well, once you've unlocked Creator Class, which is like level 4 or something.
Obviously, this class wouldn't be brilliant on every map, but it's fairly good if you're a more of an attacking player for most maps.
And we're going to use one primary on this. We're just talking about one on here, but you can also use, I think it's the M4A1 you start with, and this will apply to that really as well, except for, well, you'll see. Anyway, right, so first one, we're going to have a rushing class and more of a defensive class. So first of all, both of these are going to be with UMP. So for the rushing class, you're going to have rapid fire probably. And you will also want focus, which means once you've unlocked it, obviously, because you won't have it right at the start. And so if you have focus, then when you're in those close quarter combat fights where your accuracy really matters, they spray at you. You don't have as much recoil when you get hit by their bullets, so you can just keep on spraying down on them. And you'll probably also don't want a machine pistol, just because they're very good secondaries.
Yeah, basically machine pistols, if you don't know,
you can almost use them as primaries.
Yes, they're really good, because if say you run out of ammo in your gun, just need to finish them off, switch to that, really quick change, just spray them a bit, job done.
Very useful. And then you want Semtex, Flash, they're just generally good on any class really. Sleight of hand, quick draw, so you can bring out your gun faster just when it's important, especially like Jamie said, when you switch to your secondary, it's useful to be able to switch to it super quick. And either marksman or stalker, it doesn't really make that much difference. It depends on your preference in that section. And then for your defensive class, we're going to go with UMP again, but you can usually switch this around. And you're going to probably want a silencer on it, and kick or range depending on what gun you're using. So if you're using the UMP, you might want range so you can get more power at long range. And then machine pistol again, Semtex, Flash, sleight of hand, and then you probably want assassin, just so you can't appear on maps.
So if you do play defensively, you don't want people walking up behind you.
Yeah, because assassin is a very good perk on this. It can even be, you could even say it's overpowered, but personally I don't have any troubles with it really. I don't really mind. And then again, marksman or stalker is useful. Again, your personal preference. It's just which one you prefer. So I think that's about all we have.
Yeah, and so just obviously you don't have to use the UMP because it's.
Yeah, you can obviously
just do whatever you like.
If you don't use the rushing class and you don't use rapid fire on it, you don't need a good secondary.
And you won't have
you
won't have all these perks unlocked immediately. I think assassin's quite.
Yeah, assassin is quite late on, so these are more classes which you can use later on, but it's it just depends on where you are. You can also use blast shield instead, but this just to start you off. Once you get there, it's a good class to run. Not overpowered, but definitely not bad at all in any way.
Okay then, that's about it from us. Good luck if you're new to the game, and if you're not, then I hope you enjoyed this commentary. CJ Gaming, out.